Hi, today we are going to see a house in Altadena. Altadena is right above Pasadena. It is the city of trees, well known for its family-friendly environment, and especially with its overwhelming view of San Gabriel Mountains, and especially with its mansions. So today we will see 852 New York Drive. Starts with a appealing, inviting, like curb appeal through a gate. We enter the front yard, which is spacious and really like it fits for a nice maybe swing or something. You chill here in the front yard, sipping your coffee and welcoming your guests. Welcome to this elegant home. Let's say again, it's 852 New York Drive. It is starts with the living room, just about the right size, and lots of light penetrates through these beautiful casement windows. And it also offers a bachelor style fireplace. We have the crown moldings, double crown moldings, and a very chic a paint color that gives it a very chic touch. Same features we can see in the dining room, formal dining. Also has a lot of casement windows that penetrates a lot of light inside, and we can also enjoy the views of the mountains and the trees outside. And we can go from here to the store, to the kitchen, gourmet kitchen, full of stainless appliances, top notch. And we have the island. We have the beautiful farmer's sink, huge. We go through the utility room, and I just want you to see this feature also. Today's menu. So we go to the utility room. It's all like upgraded. We have lots of closets, beautiful wet bar, granite countertop also, same as the kitchen, and built-ins, a lot of built-ins, and we have conveniently here the washer and dryer space, and also we can have an access to the outdoor that we're gonna go in just a second. So let's go see the bedrooms. So off of the living room, we can see the two bedrooms, nice sizes. This is one stage. And this is the second bedroom. Also, you can enjoy your backyard, your outdoor, all the trees, and you can wake up for this. let's go to see the bathroom that serves all this floor. It is all upgraded, beautiful color, tiles up to the ceiling. Beautiful color paint, and as I said, all new. So let's go now see the master suite. Be my guest. So the whole house is built in 1921, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. So this is the master suite. It has its own walk-in closet. We have another closet here built in, and the bathroom. Also tile to the ceiling. And we have a towel, beautiful digital mirror, and towel warmer. So we have nice details here. Let's look at the backyard finally. Here's the beautiful backyard. It's a real retreat. Enough landscaping and hardscaping spaces to entertain your guests, have dinner, have barbecue parties, and new installed saltwater pool. Beautiful, and about the right size. You have here also this space. And we have an extra room if you like. The garage is, you can use it as an office, as a gym, storage, artist retreat, and as needed. Now we're going to discuss today's hot topic with our loan officer, Robert Ambartsumian. Hi, Robert.
Hey, how you doing? Good to be here.
Great. Nice. I mean, thank you for being our guest and helping our viewers for some, you know, if they have any concerns about the interest rates.
Absolutely.
So, what are the main variables that most impact people's interest rates?
Sure. That's a great question. I think that the number one variable right now, well, it's always been, is the credit score. The credit score has by far the most impact on the interest rate. It pretty much determines whether, you know, the buyer is financially responsible to pay the mortgage. You know, the lender really analyzes their past debt, you know, their past payments, if they're financially responsible to make those payments. And it's the biggest risk factor. If they have a low credit score, then the lender's going to take that into consideration and, you know, look at them as more of a challenging buyer, a riskier buyer. If they have a really good credit score, a 740 or above, then they're going to give them, you know, a lower interest rate, and they're going to look at them as a less riskier buyer. So I think the credit score is the number one variable. Also the down payment. Usually if a buyer puts more down, that's, you know, again, it's all comes back to that risk factor. It's going to be less risky for the lender. So a buyer that's putting down 20% is going to be less risky for a lender than a buyer putting down 5%. So the two, I think, are credit score and then the down payment. And then the last one The other one is also the property type. So historically, condos and townhouses have higher interest rates than single family homes.
Why
So-
is that?
So they've just been riskier with the HOA, the condo HOA, the management, there could be a history on the complex, legal issues, things of that nature where it can put a risk for the lender. That's why lenders, historically have given higher interest rates for people buying condos and townhouses rather than single family homes.
Okay.
And that's what we've been recently seeing is, a lot of questions coming from buyers of why are they getting higher rates on their condo purchases and their friends are getting a lower rate on the single family homes. And again, it goes back to, it's the risk factor that buying a condo or a townhouse is riskier than a single family home. And another thing that determines, I think the last thing that determines the interest rate is also the closing costs. So in lending, we also have an ability to roll some of the lending fees into the interest rate. So you can get let's say we want to roll in the processing and underwriting fee, into the interest rate. We waive it, so you won't see it on the closing costs. You won't have to worry about that. But in turn, you're going to get a higher rate because the lender is covering those closing costs. So we have the ability to do that. So you can either get the lower interest rate and pay those costs up front at closing, or we can cover those costs, but it's going to be rolled into the interest rate, which means you'd have to get a higher interest rate, or pay points on the lower interest rate. So I would say those are some of the main variables that kind of dictate and determine what interest rate the buyer's going to get.
So you can do, put that closing cost on the whole lend.
Some lenders have the ability to do that, and in turn, but it's really important that they give that up. Give us 1 second, just 1 second. And it's really important that the lenders disclose that up front. A lot of lenders don't do that. They fail to do that, but it's really important that the buyer understands that, just because that there's very minimal closing costs does not mean that they're going to get the lowest interest rate. The closing costs have to go somewhere, and typically those costs go against the rate.
Okay, but still, it's that's convenient for them, for somebody who doesn't have the closing costs ready. So it can be,
it depends.
Push back on the lending.
Right.
Financing.
It depends. It depends if they're okay with getting the higher rate, because they have, low funds, or if they just want some of their closing costs, taken care of and covered. It just all depends on the buyer's preference. So I've had, buyers that wanted to get some of their costs covered, and some that would just rather take the lower rate and pay the cost up front. So.
Okay, and one more question. What are the factors that keep pushing the credit score higher? Like if I'm gonna maintain my credit score, what should I do? Like to
I would say some of the things is just keeping up on your payments. I think delinquencies. You don't want to have like late payments or charge-offs or defaulting on loans. Those I think are or bankruptcies. Bankruptcies are the biggest factor. I would say that impact the rate. You don't have any late payments.
let them know?
Yeah, so late payments, bankruptcies, things of that nature, delinquencies. I would say hard inquiries when people pull your credit. You don't want too many of those. I would say for buyers, the main thing is to talk to like a credit repair company. They have.
Do you have like credit repair companies that you can, send your people?
We don't really necessarily collaborate with. Credit repair companies. There's so many of them. There's a lot that are not very legitimate. Usually, you could look up online that we don't have like a specific one that we work with per se, but. There's a ton of them out there, and there's a ton that will help you out if you have like bad credit or you need to clean up some of your debt or anything of that nature. So,
so what most helps? Some people ask me like, what should we do first? Which one should we close first? Like which debt? Does it matter? Or?
It's a case by case basis. It depends on the buyer's situation. Every buyer's different. Every buyer has their own deficiencies in their credit. It really just all depends. It's on a case by case basis, I would say.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
absolutely.
It was very valuable information, and everyone is interested in this information. So if you have any questions, go to my loan officer. He's young but very experienced. Robert Ampartumia phone number.
Yeah, you can reach me at 818-415-7890, or you can just email me at robert@affinityhl.com. That's robert@affinityhl.com. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm available anytime. So thank you again, Aline. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And he's very quick in responding. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks.
So overall, this house has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, completely remodeled, a little over 1,700 square feet, 6,000 lot, built in 1921. Has pool, solar panel, copper plumbings, very nice features, and small details. So if this house checks a lot of your boxes, give me a call. Let me schedule a showing for you. It went on the market yesterday, but it's not going to be there forever because it is priced wisely. It is right under 1 million. So if you need to see this house, just call me. Phone number 818-288-6505, or email me at dreamhouses18@gmail.com. See you.